Welcome back. We are on day 58. We're going to be going over Deuteronomy chapter 19, 20, 21, and 22. Uh, Sorry, guys. I have been extremely busy. Had a couple life-changing events, and I'm just really excited. By the way, it's almost Christmas, so this is the week of Christmas. So, hope everyone's having a great holiday. We're going to read Deuteronomy chapter 19, 20, 21, and 22. So, let's go ahead and just get to it. All right. The three cities of refuge is chapter 19, and it will talk about property boundaries, the law concerning witnesses. Chapter 20, principles governing warfare. Chapter 21 is the law concerning unsolved murder. Female captives, firstborn inheritance rights, the rebellious son, miscellaneous laws. And chapter 22, we're going to do laws of sexual morality. Ooh, we're getting in deep today, guys. All right, let's go. Deuteronomy chapter 19, okay? When the Lord your God has cut off the nations whose land the Lord your God is giving you, and you dispossess them and dwell in their cities and in their houses, you shall separate 3 cities for yourself in the midst of your land, which the Lord your God is giving you to possess. You shall prepare roads for yourself, and divide into 3 parts the territory of your land, which the Lord your God is giving you to inherit, that any manslayer may flee there. And this is the case of the manslayer who flees there, that he may live, whoever kills his neighbor unintentionally, not having hated him in the past, in time past. As when a man goes to the woods with his neighbor to cut timber, and his hand swings a stroke with the axe to cut down the tree, and the head slips from the handle, and strikes his neighbor so that he dies, he shall flee to one of those 3 cities to live. Okay, so it was manslaughter. That's what we call manslaughter, right? Lest the avenger of blood, while his anger is hot, pursue the manslayer and overtake him, because the way is long, and kill him, though he was not deserving of death, since he had not hated the victim in the time past. Therefore I command you, saying, you shall separate 3 cities for yourself. Now, if the Lord your God enlarges your territory as he swore to your fathers, and gives you the land which he promised to give to your fathers, and if you keep all these commandments and do them, which I command you today, to love the Lord God, your God, and to walk always in his ways, then you shall add 3 more cities for yourself besides these 3, lest innocent blood be shed in the midst of your land, which the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, and thus guilt of bloodshed be upon you. But if anyone hates his neighbor, lies in wait for him, rises against him, and strikes him mortally, so that he dies and he flees to one of these cities, then the elders of his city shall send and bring him from there, and deliver him over the hand of the avenger of blood, that he may die. Your eye shall not pity him, and you shall put away the guilt of innocent blood from Israel, that it may go well with you. So we can't pity people who are murderers, who do things out of anger. Guys, we need to stay unemotional about certain things. Verse 14, you shall not remove your neighbor's landmark, which the men of old have set in your inheritance, which you will inherit in the land that your Lord your God is giving you to possess. Mhm. Verse 15, one witness shall not rise against a man concerning any iniquity or any sin that he commits. By the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses the matter shall be established. If a false witness rises against any man to testify against him of wrongdoing, then both men in the controversy shall stand before the Lord, before the priests and the judges who serve in those days. And the judges shall make careful inquiry. And indeed, if the witness is a false witness, who has testified falsely against his brother, then you shall do to him as he thought to have done to his brother. So you shall put away the evil from among you. And those who remain shall hear and fear, and hereafter they shall not again commit such evil among you. Your eye shall not pity, life shall be for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. If you guys recall, Jesus actually kind of does away with this, but we'll talk about that later. This Bible doesn't have references. This is just straight up just the Bible. So if I had like that Bible with it will have references to Jesus. Okay. Chapter 20, Principles Governing Warfare. When you go out to battle against your enemies and see horses and chariots and people more numerous than you, do not be afraid of them, for the Lord your God is with you, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. So it shall be, when you are on the verge of battle, that the priest shall approach and speak to the people, and he shall say to them, Hear, O Israel, today you are on the verge of battle with your enemies. Do not let your heart faint. Do not be afraid and do not tremble and be terrified because of them. For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. Then the officers shall speak to the people, saying, What man is there who has built a new house and has not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle and another man dedicate it. Also, what man is there who has planted a vineyard and has not eaten of it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and the another man eat of it. And what man is there who is betrothed to a woman and has not married her? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and another man marry her. The officers shall speak further to the people, saying, What man is there who is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return to his house, lest the heart of his brethren faint, like his heart. And so it shall be, when the officers have finished speaking with the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. When you go near a city to fight against it, then proclaim an offer of peace to it. And it shall be that if they accept your offer of peace and open to you, then all the people who are found in it shall be placed under tribute to you and serve you. Now, if the city will not make peace with you, but makes war with you, then you shall besiege it. And when the Lord your God delivers it into your hands, you shall strike every male in it with the edge of the sword. But the women, the little ones, the livestock, and all this that is in the city, all its spoil, you shall plunder for yourself, and you shall eat the enemy's plunder, which the Lord your God gives you. Thus ye shall do all to the cities which are far from you, which are not of the cities of these nations, but of the cities of these people which the Lord your God gives you as an inheritance. You shall let nothing that breathes remain alive, but you shall utterly destroy them: the Hittite and the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite, just as the Lord your God has commanded you, lest they teach you to do according to all their abominations, which they have done for their gods, and you sin against the Lord your God. He wasn't playing. He didn't want nobody to have any influence on his people. Oh, jeez. When you besiege a city for a long time while making war against it to take it, you shall not destroy its trees by wielding an axe against them. If you can eat of them, do not cut them down to use in siege, for the tree of the field is man's food. Only the trees which you know are not trees for food you may destroy and cut down, to build siege works against the city that makes war with you, until it is subdued. Chapter 21. The law concerning unsolved murder. If anyone is found slain, lying in the field in the land which the Lord your God is giving you to possess, and it is not known who killed them, then your elders and your judges shall go out and measure the distance from the slain man to the surrounding cities. And it shall be that the elders of the city nearest to the slain man will take a heifer which has not been worked, which is not pulled with a yoke. And the elders of that city shall bring that heifer down to a valley with flowing water, which is neither plowed nor sown, and they shall break the heifer's neck there in the valley. Then the priests, the sons of Levi, shall come near, for the Lord your God has chosen them to minister to him, and to bless him in the name of the Lord by their word, and every controversy and every assault shall be settled. And all the elders of the city nearest to the slain man shall wash their hands over the heifer whose neck was broken in the valley. Then they shall answer and say, our hands have not shed this blood, nor have our eyes seen it. Provide atonement, O Lord, for your people Israel, whom you have redeemed, and do not lay innocent blood to the charge of your people Israel. An atonement shall be provided on behalf for the blood. So you shall put away the guilt of innocent blood from among you when you do what is right in the sight of the Lord. Female captives. When you go out to war against your enemies, and the Lord your God delivers them into your hand, and you take them captive, and you see among the captives a beautiful woman, and desire her, and would take her for your wife, then you shall bring her home to your house, and she shall shave her head and trim her nails. She shall put off the clothes of her captivity, remain in your house, and mourn her father and mother a full month. After that, you may go into her and be her husband, and she shall be your wife. And it shall be, if you have no delight in her, then you shall set her free. But you certainly shall not sell her for money. You shall not treat her brutally, because you have humbled her. Oof. Firstborn inheritance rights. Verse 15, if a man has two wives, one loved and the other unloved, and they had borne him children, both the loved and unloved, and if the firstborn son is of her who is unloved, then it shall be on the day he bequeaths his possessions to his sons, that he must not bestow firstborn status on the son of the loved wife in preference to the son of the unloved, the true firstborn. But he shall acknowledge the son of the unloved wife as the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he has, for he is the beginning of his strength, and the right of the firstborn is his. The rebellious son, verse 18. If a man has a stubborn and rebellious son who will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and who then have chastened him, will not heed them, then his father and mother shall take hold of him and bring him to the elders of the city and at the gate of his city. And they shall say to the elders of his city, this son of ours is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. Then all the men in the city shall stone him to death with stones. So you shall put away the evil from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Wow. I see why people had a problem with the prodigal son story that Jesus said. Oh, gosh. Verse 22, miscellaneous laws, which we'll go into chapter 22 as well. If a man has committed a sin deserving of death, and he is put to death, and you hang him on a tree, his body shall not remain overnight on the tree, but you shall surely bury him that day, so that you do not defile the land which the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance. For he who is hung and it is hanged is accursed of God. That's why they took down Jesus. He didn't hang there all night. As soon as he died, they took him down. You shall not see your, now we're on Deuteronomy chapter 22. You shall not see your brother's ox or his sheep going astray and hide yourself from them. You shall certainly bring them back to your brother. And if your brother is not near you, or if you do not know him, then you shall bring it to your own house, and it shall remain with you until your brother seeks it, then you shall restore it to him. You shall do the same with his donkey, and so shall you do with his garment, and any lost thing of your brother's, which he has lost and you have found. You shall do likewise. You must not hide yourself. You shall not see your brother's donkey or his ox fall down along the road and hide yourself from them. You shall surely help him lift them up again. A woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man, nor shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all who do so are an abomination of the Lord your God. Does this involve cross-dressing? Oh, goodness. If a bird's nest happens to be before you along the way in any tree or in the ground with young ones, or eggs, with the mother sitting on the young, or on the eggs, you shall not take the mother with the young. You shall surely let the mother go and take the young for yourself. It may be well with you, and that you may prolong your days. When you build a new house, then you shall make a parapet for your roof, that you may not bring guilt of bloodshed on your house if anyone falls from it. You shall not sow your vineyard with different kinds of seed, lest the yield of the seed which you have sown of the fruit of your vineyard be defiled. You shall not plow with an ox and a donkey together. You shall not wear garments of different sorts, such as wool and linen mixed together. It's because the frequencies, they kind of cancel each other out, I think. You shall make tassels on the four corners of the clothing which you cover yourself. Okay. Laws of sexual morality. Verse 13. If any man takes a wife and goes in her and detests her and charges her with shameful conduct and brings a bad name on her and says, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found she was not a virgin, then the father and the mother of the young woman shall take and bring out the evidence of the young woman's virginity to the elders of the city at the gate. And the young man's father shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter to this man as wife, and he detests her. Now he has charged her with shameful conduct, saying, I found your daughter was not a virgin, and yet these are the evidences of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. Then the elders of the city shall take that man and punish him. And they shall fine him with 100 shekels of silver and give them to the father of the young woman, because he has brought a bad name on a virgin of Israel. And she shall be his wife. He cannot divorce her all his days. But if the thing is true and the evidence of the virginity are not found for the young woman, then they shall bring out the young woman to the door of the father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her to death with stones, because she has done a disgraceful thing in Israel, to play the harlot in her father's house. So you shall put away the evil from among you. If a man is found lying with a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die, the man who lay with the woman and the woman. So you shall put away the evil from Israel. If a young woman who is a virgin is betrothed to a husband, and the man finds her in the city and lies with her, then you shall bring them both out to the gate of the city, and you shall stone them to death with stones. The young woman, because she did not cry out in the city, and the man, because he humbled his neighbor's wife. So you shall put away the evil from among you. But if a man finds a betrothed young woman in the countryside, and the man forces her and lies with her, then only the man who lay with her shall die. Mhm. But you shall do nothing to the young woman. There is in the young woman no sin deserving of death. For just as when a man rises against his neighbor and kills him, even so is this matter. For he found her in the countryside, and betrothed young woman cried out, but there was no one to save her. If a man finds a young woman who is a virgin, who is not betrothed, and he seizes her and lies with her, and they are found out, then the man who lay with her shall give to the young woman's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he has humbled her. He shall not be permitted to divorce her in all his days. A man shall not take his father's wife, nor uncover his father's bed. And that is the end of chapter 22. We'll be back. Let's go a few days in a row, guys, because I'm getting it back together. All right. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. We're going to read the Deuteronomy 23, 24, 25, and 26.